this is actually just a test. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, but I will actually be back later. So thank you guys so much for tuning in if you are, but I'm actually just kind of doing some things here. But stay tuned and hopefully you'll get a either a notice or you can hit the reminder for a return later. Hi, everybody. This is actually just a test right now, and I seem to do a lot of tests, but it's actually kind of a preview because I will be back later today. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you're over on Twitch or if you're considering going over on Twitch, that's very much appreciated. Hello to Killer Whale Channels. And today I kind of want to get into some things. I don't know. I kind of want to talk a little bit about of course, I'm not going to directly talk about the riots or the situation in Minneapolis, but I found some irony that I thought was relative to some of that activity, and of course it will involve right away it will involve BLM. So I'll talk a little bit about that. And about the founder. It's ironic how all of these things are kind of coming together at once. So I will be back later today, and this is just an announcement, so I guess technically we could call this a real under as well. But I will be back later today to go into I'll be back later today to go into that on the specifics. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm gonna get right out. And hello to Jay Zay Fons. Um, yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, Jay Fons is here. Thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, we'll get back to. There's some things that I discovered recently about the founder and how she actually did. She had a bit of a what I'm considering there was something commemorative that happened on the. There was a commemorative F white supremacy. So we'll talk about that later when I come back. But I just wanted to just kind of jump in really quick. I'm gonna actually post it. I'm gonna post it in here when I'm actually gonna come back. So I'm thinking it'll be probably later in the afternoon, maybe even in the evening, because I have some things to do. But yes, I will definitely be back. So thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you guys back. So just look out for that. And if you want to put a reminder on, then that's fine. But the only thing I want to say to that end also is that I've kind of talked about this before about how things kind of come in waves, whether it's Marxist, whether it's to me, I'm not going to say he's the founder of Marxism by any stretch, but I talked about Bill Ayers, and I've talked about the Weatherman Underground, and that whole culture, and all the gut checks. So the forecast to me says right now you could get a gut check anywhere, anybody. If you happen to be white or you look white, you might be gut checked at any time. So even I heard AOC drop gut check. She threw it. She throws out a lot of things just randomly, but she doesn't. She never really gives any context. She just kind of throws out things. It's like she rehearses a poster and a bunch of taglines or a bunch of cut lines. She gives you a cut line, and that's her that's how effective she is. But yeah, we'll talk about the gut checking, and to me, it's kind of starting to make a lot more sense what we're seeing right now. Um, yeah, it's actually making quite a bit of sense. And yeah, we'll see. I may have to see what else is on the docket. Let me see if I can find a calendar that goes along with this, and then things will be even more. We've got looks like we've had some of the about 100 capitalists that got together over a Zoom call. they're getting involved with the process, and that will be the election process. It's just that this whole stakeholder capitalism thing is coming to pass. Um, Problem, reaction, solution has come to pass, and it seems like it's all like there is a calendar, there's a cycle going on here. So I want to speak to that a little bit specifically, but I'll do that later today. So I'll be back. And thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm just going to give one word of thanks to my sponsors and to the viewers, and anybody that's over on Twitch. I really appreciate it as always. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I'll be right back. I'll have a little bit of Twitch on a roll before I leave too. Thank you. This show is brought to you in part by our sponsors. Whether you're interested in health, culture, politics, scripture, automobiles, or music, there's something for everyone. So please check out Derek C. Williams, Killer Whale Channels, The Definition of Anarchy, Joseph Francis Burton, Paralysis by Analysis, Chrysler Imperial H, Little Miss Goth, AZ Infidel, Cold War Jesus, Anthony Scioli, and Let the Truth Be Told. We'll be right back right after this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm coming back later, and I kind of want to, I don't know. I'm going to say this before I come back with this material. For one, of course, I don't profess to be any type of specialist on any type of witchcraft or any type of, dare I say, spell casting of any kind. But I do find that that the timing, and there's some irony to some of the things that are going on, which I find that there's a storm brewing right now. And yeah, and to me, I don't know if the founder of BLM, I'm sure by now she's realized that her portfolio, if you will, her real estate portfolio is under the microscope. The people that should be looking at that, they're not paying attention to it. But however, there's some things that happened prior to this latest incident, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'll have a full hypothesis for you, and of course, on this channel, you can always prove and reprove. But I ask you, just please don't arrive here with emotions only. So I really appreciate it so much. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in on this. It's a Tuesday. It's just kind of a preview of what I'm going to do later. So I will be back. And I want to say hi to everybody in the stream that's tuning in. And yes, Rachel says the cauldron is being stirred. Right. And Killer Whale Channels is here. Ronnie Mann, one of our gold stripes here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so we're going to talk about, hi, alien believers. We're going to talk about something that occurred before an event that happened within the last few days, and within the last 72 hours, actually last 48 to 72 hours. So I don't know. I find it's interesting that everything seems like it's just coming off the rails, or coming off the seams. But and I don't think it's materialized. I don't think this is materializing out of nowhere per se. And you want to call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever, whatever makes you happy. That's fine. I'll be, as they say, I'll be that. I'll be that. But if you have something better, bring that along with you too. So hopefully you guys will come back. It'll probably be several hours more like this evening before I get back. But I will certainly be back. And look who else is in the stream. It's the Native Conservative. The Native Conservative is here. So if you guys are looking for a a passionate content creator, he's got a very not it's more than unique. I think he's got a very authentic perspective, and I think he's very patriotic, and I think you'll learn a lot. You'll gain a lot of perspective from the Native Conservative. So check him out. We're available. And yeah, thank you so much, Native Conservative, for coming in and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And the Native Conservative, if you're going live today, drop that information in, because I'm just here for a brief amount of time, and I'll be back later. So if you guys could do your diligence to support the channel, whether that's to hit the like, the unlike button, or just make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. All of that is helpful in these times. And yeah, I really appreciate it. And I'll be back. I'm going to do a couple more infomercials, and then I'll see you guys back. Maybe I'll see you guys back here later this evening. So we'll see. I'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Black Spring with Autumn here. And if you'd like to help us out with our AI and dissemination of the stream campaign, please hit that like, unlike, dare to throw caution to the wind by sharing, or just making sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. And I want to thank you for your ultimate and baseline level support here on Black Spring with Autumn. And we'll be right back right after this. All right. So yes, we have an announcement here, and in 5 minutes, I gotta scoot. All right. So it looks like from our friend, the Native Conservative, he says at 9:00 CST, that's Central Standard Time. We will be live tonight. God bless you, and thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And yes, so I will tell you guys this, that I think the Native Conservative is more than courageous for doing what he's doing. And of course, like many of us, the powers that be, they don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like when you spill the truth juice, and why should I say, for the lack of a better word, when people start to wake up or start to realize, but yeah, I think you'll be more than interested, and you'll be more than satiated, I think, you'll be enlightened, I think, if you check the Native Conservative out. I think he has a very real perspective, and I think he's very authentic with his perspective and his platform. So please check him out. Thank you for coming in. And yes, alien believers, and then I will be back. I will make sure that I don't conflict with your time, the Native Conservatives. So I'll be back because I am still on this left coast. I will be back probably maybe a little bit after that. So, but I'll put it out. I'll put an announcement in for you guys. So Ronnie Mann says, definitely time to wake up. Yes, it's overdue. It's time to yeah. The alarm clock doesn't work. Your alarm clock's not working at this point. All right, guys, so I'll say hi once more, and in under 30 seconds, we're out. Killer Rail Channels, thank you so much for tuning in. Zay Fonts, thank you so much for coming in. If you're new, check out our community standards and tab, and thank you so much for coming in. And so I will say it'll be, let me just get it together, and I'll put it out for you guys. But, check us out later if you can. Ronnie Man, thank you so much for all that you do. And thank you guys so much who have gone over to Twitch this week. And of course, we have our converted Twitch converters from Periscope. I really appreciate it. And we have the Native Conservative. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next Real Under. This one is under 20 minutes, so. All right, guys. Hope to see you guys around later. And yeah, we'll get into some real stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. All right. Thank you so long. And see you guys for the next live stream, the next comment section, the video, the Moonlight stream, a test. And yeah, so see you guys then.